to the middle. It's deflected. Blunt. Off target at the rim. Enzo Jordan will bring it up for Chicago. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. This has been one of the greatest individual scoring performances we have ever seen. And it's a new career high for Michael Jordan. There's the pass to Blunt. Fisher against Brown. Floats one up. Rodman with the defensive effort. Here's Chicago. They're on a 15-6 run. Jordan against Fisher. From deep. Jordan's shot is off. Here's Los Angeles now. And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That'll be his second foul of the game. Bulls making a switch here. Kathy's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Eldon Campbell, he's checked in for Ori. And Campbell throws it down.
Emphatic with the one-handed punch.
Yep, nicely done.
For a game dunk, that'll do.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
He's out ahead of the pack on both sides with his scoring so far, playing with a lot of intensity and refusing to be denied.
Campbell is screen on Brown. Driving to the basket. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Jones. And so it's the Chicago Bulls getting the win in front of their home crowd. An important victory, Coach, for them here against the up-and-coming LA Lakers.
Well, Michael gets the best of Kobe while the Bulls capture their third straight win. And they need it as they're trying to move up in the standings in this cutthroat Eastern Conference.
And Clark, what does this loss mean, do you think, for the Lakers?
Stars make every...
All right, fellas, let's get on the box quickly. Do it to your last turn, take a shot. What time is it? Game time! Move!
Every great plot has its twist. Game 5 of the NBA Finals was no exception. In fact, it may have shifted the momentum in this series. Michael Jordan was hitting the back of the rim all night. Meanwhile, Karl Malone finally found his rhythm, 39 points. And he had help, most notably from an unlikely source, forward Antoine Carr. Called upon in the second half, Carr had 5 attempts from the field. He made all 5. Chicago couldn't close it out at home. So we're back in Utah for Game 6, coming up next.
Dusk here in Salt Lake City, Utah, as we get ready for tonight's big game. We now go over to Dan Roberts, the PA announcer for tonight's game.
Good evening, fans, and welcome to the Donut Center for game number 6 of the NBA Finals with the Chicago Bulls and our Utah Jazz. And now, introducing the starting lineup for the Chicago Bulls. Wearing number 13, the starting center at 7'2" from New Mexico, Luke Longley. On the guard line, number 9 at 6'6", from Miami of Ohio, Ron Harper. Wearing number 7, starting forward at 6'11" from Croatia, Tony Kukoc. Wearing number 33, starting forward at 6'7" from Central Arkansas, Scottie Pippen. And a guard, number 23 at 6'6" from North Carolina, Michael Jordan. The Bulls are coached by Phil Jackson. some noise for the starting five for the Utah Jazz. Starting forward number 3 and 6 from Long Beach State, Brian Russell. The starting center, number 31 and 6'9" from Denver, Adam Keith. At guard, number 14 and 6'4" from Iowa State, Jeff Arneson. On the guard line, number 12 and 6'1" from Gonzaga, John Stockton. Turning it forward, number 42 and 6'9" from Louisiana Tech, the mailman, Carmelo. The Jazz are coached by Jerry Sloan.
Welcome, everyone, to Salt Lake City, Utah, for Game 6 of the NBA Finals between the Chicago Bulls and the Utah Jazz. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Coach, the Jazz need to win 2 in a row, but these rabid fans trying to will them to the finish line.
And if they win tonight, Kevin, Game 7 would also be here on their home court. So this crowd could have a decided impact on the final outcome.
And in the first 2 games here in Salt Lake City, Clark, Jordan and Pippen, who coach also, combining to go 4 for 23 from 3. And it's unheard of.
It really is, Kevin, and the Jazz with a bit more size and strength inside, it sure would help Chicago if they can space the floor a little better tonight and knock down some of those perimeter shots.
On the floor for the Chicago Bulls, Luke Longley is at the 5. The forwards, Scottie Pippen and Tony Kukoc. And at the guard positions, Ron Harper and the great Michael Jordan. Oh, what a finish!
Oh, yeah. How about that
yeah.
one? And both of these teams have struggled with their three-point shooting throughout this series.
And you know, Mike, in particular, the Jazz, I mean, they've been around 22% through the first 5 games. During the regular season, they shot 37%. Good for 5th best in the league.
And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. Outside, Malone. Hornacek outside. In the corner, it's Stockton. Shot clock at 6.
Goal foul. Ron Harper. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Chicago on defense. Malone outside. And it's Russell in the corner. Stockton outside. Clock at 4.
Doing the dirty work. Longley knows his main job on this team, defend.
Hey, Clark, with the injury issues to Pippen and Harper, so much falling on the big shoulders of Michael Jordan.
And we know those shoulders are broad and capable, and we're used to thinking of Michael Jordan as superhuman, but he's now in his 30s playing big minutes. Does he have enough to climb another hurdle? We'll see.
It's going to be interesting to find out. And the Bulls, David Aldridge, with some concerning injuries.
Thanks, guys. Now, the big news for the Bulls is the condition of Scottie Pippen. He hurt his back in Game 3. He did take an injection yesterday, did electrical stim, iced it, had ultrasound and a massage, and then he did a lot of stretching. He told me he's a little bit ginger, but nothing can keep him out of a game like this. Back to you.
We knew that. David, thank you. Mike, it really has been an injury-plagued series for the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, Ron Harper has the flu, can't hold down any food. Plus, the Bulls have been without a couple other key players. Monumental challenge for them tonight.
Huge, you're right. And a big question in this game will be how effective Scottie Pippen can be with this back spasm issue.
Well, in Game 5, he was only 2 of 16 from the floor. But he gave them 11 boards, 11 assists, and 3 steals. find a way to impact the game tonight?
Like he did in Game 5, you're right. Hornacek kicks to Stockton. Over Harper. It's deflected.
Not always easy to get a shot around a guy of Longley stature who uses his length to get all over for a block.
My goodness, taking a chance to add a little extra spice with that throwdown.
Yeah, just another message to the defense that they are in control of this one.
I think the message is received. The defense knows these guys are making them look powerless.
Malone finds Stockton. And the foul called on Michael Jordan. That's foul number 2 for him.
The next foul will put them in the penalty.
You have to be careful now. You don't want to give away free points at the line.
The Jazz making a switch here. Carr's checked in. Rodman, he's checked in for the Bulls. Outside, Malone. Pass to Hornacek. Pippen against Russell. The 3-ball. Rodman grabs the miss. And Mike, coming into this game, Malone said he wanted to attack the paint early.
That's right. Looking to put pressure on the rim and, if possible, get Rodman and Longley in early foul trouble.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get John Stockton.
I'll tell you what, looks to me like they're trying to crack this door open.
Yeah, they've got the momentum. Can they separate now?
Morris is checked in for Utah. Isley comes in for Stockton. Chicago also making some changes. Wennington, he's checked in for Kukoc. Burrell comes in for Pippen. And Kerr subbed in for Harper. Carr, the pass to Hornacek. The Jazz working the ball around now. Malone, a screen on Kerr. He takes it in. A shot by Isley, no good. Chicago leading by 10. Jordan kicks to Kerr. Shoots over Malone. The Bulls trying to slam the door for their 6th title. And a big Game 5 for Tony Kukoc. You know, Clark, he made as many shots in just 13 attempts as Jordan and Pippen made collectively in a combined 42. I mean, that's just amazing.
Yeah, his efficiency was off the charts, and I don't think the Bulls fed him enough. They got to remedy that tonight, though, Kevin.
You're right. Isley, the pass to Hornacek. Looking to end the run. Rodman grabs the miss. And so Jordan will bring it up for Chicago. Jordan is doubled. Kerr kicks to Jordan. Here's Burrell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Kicks it out to Jordan. Plays it up and banks it in.
Their scoring has been a problem. Been tough to handle.
And it's enabled them to establish a substantial lead in the early going.
Isley, the pass to Carr. Outside, Malone. Wants to get it to Morris and does.
And Dennis Rodman, not his usual energetic self in Game 5. Just 3 rebounds.
Tying his season low. He's got his work cut out for him trying to battle with Karl Malone.
Pass to Carr. Pulls up on the elbow, and he hits the jump shot.
Boy, nice dish that time by Hornacek. Doing a good job finding his open teammate.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jordan against Hornacek. And they double up Jordan. Here's Wennington. Guarded by Malone. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rodman with the bucket.
From the opening whistle, their tempo has been the tempo of the game.
Not just on offense, but on D as well. They've completely set the tone for this game.
And so it's Chicago, finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling. Welcome back to the second quarter of the NBA Finals, Game 6 here in Utah. As the Chicago Bulls look to close out the Jazz. But do they have enough left in the tank to get it done? Seems to me, Clark, like the Bulls doing a pretty good job of containing the terrific Karl Malone.
Well, you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing. And after his big showing in Game 5, Kevin, they knew that would be a critical element tonight. bottle up Malone.
That's right, top of the priority list. So the Bulls 5 right now. They're out there with Jordan. Then it's Kukoc. Then it's Rodman. And it's Pippen in at the 3 spot. Jazz trail by 19.
Come get it. Come get it.
Stockton outside. He kicks to Hornacek.
Hey, pick up left.
Jordan comes with the double team. Inside, Russell finds Malone. Here's Stockton. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Jordan. Ball's knocked loose. He's all alone. The finish, and the dunk by Carr.
Hunting for a strong finish on the fast break, and they got to Carr to get it done.
Passes it to Jordan. From deep. In, and his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor, and looking for more.
And these Bulls have to feel like the time is now to close out the series. They do not want it getting to a Game 7 on the road.
Shoots from the baseline. It's all in by the Bulls. Rodman's got 4 rebounds in this game. Jordan outside. And Jordan slams it home.
Gave that slam a little extra.
Yep, he dropped every jaw with that finish.
That might be the best dunk from him I've ever seen. Simply amazing.
And Clark, the Bulls looking to close it out tonight. Critical, since very few teams have been able to win a finals Game 7 on the road.
And you know what, Kevin? If it got to that point, all the momentum would be with the Jazz having battled back from down 3-1. The Bulls got to play like this is the Game 7 here.
Oh, once again, you've mapped it out well, Clark. And in this MVP battle so far, Michael Jordan is coming out, I think, Coach, on top.
Yeah, Karl Malone not having the same impact as MJ. That's been a factor.
Huge. And here are the Jazz now. Utah calls timeout.
Straight up facts here, guys. They are getting destroyed down low.
Points in the paint, the topic of this timeout conversation. They need to play with more pride.
Anderson, he's checked in for Utah. And the Bulls making a change also. Harper's checked in. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Malone sets the pick for Stockton. And slammed in by Malone.
And the Utah Jazz not getting a lot from their center position in this series. Both Greg Ostertag and Jeff Forster, relative non-factors.
And they double up Jordan. The pass to Harper. Back to Jordan. Russell feeling it out a bit over Jordan. Russell no luck. And for the Jazz's center troubles, Clark, you can't help but recall the trade deadline deal that almost brought center Ronnie Cycli to Utah.
You know, Kevin, that trade was a done deal, but then somehow it just fell apart and fell through. A big man averaging 15 and 7 in Orlando. Boy, he could have really helped.
Oh, you said it. Pippen against Anderson. To the paint. Here's Malone. Outside for Stockton. Back to Malone. Stockton against Harper. Malone, a screen on Harper.
2 minutes.
And there's the call on Michael Jordan. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Jazz with some changes. Keefe comes in for Carr. And Isley subbed in for Stockton.
Adam Keefe. Howard Isley.
On the wing, Malone. Guarded by Kukoc. And it's Malone missing.
And in these particular playoffs, the Bulls have lost 4 of their last 5 on the road. They know they've got to get busy and handle their business now. Staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has got to tighten up.
So it's the Jazz now. They want to break this scoring drought, Mike.
Well, they've had a lid over the basket for a while now.
Indeed. Here's Anderson. No good on the shot. Jordan with some nice D. And the Utah Jazz, Mike, the last 2 years The best winning percentage in franchise history.
Top 2 in the league. This Stockton-Malone pairing is one for the record books.
History in front of our eyes. You're right. Anderson outside. Pass to Russell. Down low. Pass to Keefe. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Kukoc grabs the miss.
Utah still struggling from deep. We saw it last game, and it's continued in this one.
Here's Jordan. Oh, and there he puts it down.
Man, what a throw. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, finding ways to build their lead, to expand it. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And it's because they're playing selfless basketball, doing an outstanding job running and executing their plays.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. From outside the arc, Utah with the rebound. Now Russell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Can they get it? Malone gets the bucket.
Boy, the focus from Malone impressive. Not allowing the defense to get the better of him on these difficult finishes.
And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for Chicago. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. Welcome back to the second half of Game 6 in the NBA Finals here in Salt Lake City, Utah. The Jazz trying to force a Game 7 against the defending champion Chicago Bulls in front of these tremendous fans. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for Chicago.
And not just Scottie Pippen dealing with a bad back. John Stockton also dealing with back issues.
Keefe is out there with Malone. Then it's Stockton. Then it's Russell. And it's Hornacek in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Jerry Sloan getting going here in the second half. Stockton against Harper. Passes to Keefe. Malone with it. Nice ball movement by Utah. Russell with a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. And apparently Clark Stockton got a back adjustment at halftime.
Well, Kevin, you know, at this point in the season, just about everybody is dealing with some kind of ailment. It's really a battle of attrition.
It is. One more half between the Bulls and a forever legacy.
Don't you just love watching big men pass it? Nice job, Luke.
Malone outside. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Hornacek outside. Knocked loose. And there's the pass to Stockton. Here's Malone. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And, you know, you look at the Jazz with Malone and their other bigs, they've got a significant size advantage inside, but the Bulls have done a nice job holding their own on the glass.
He's having a nice night tonight. The option for this team so far.
Now here's Stockton. Kicks to Hornacek. Back to Stockton. Launches it. Goes back up. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Great job going right back up with it by Malone. Easy second chance bucket.
Like you were talking about the size comparison between these two teams. The Bulls are a lot bigger on the perimeter.
Yeah, Harper and Jordan both 6'6". Contrast that with the Jazz. Stockton at 6'1", Hornacek 6'3". They don't have the same length on the wings.
Right, it is on display for sure. And so here is Chicago. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Kukoc for 3. Jeff Hornacek grabs the miss. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. No good that time, so the Bulls will take it the other way. And 3 from Jordan drains the three-pointer. Jordan's got 41.
And you look at Karl Malone, 6'9", 250 pounds, just a Goliath. The Bulls are hard-pressed to deal with his physicality inside.
To the inside, Hornacek. Out to Morris, and stolen by Jordan. Going inside. Outside, Kukoc. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Kukoc has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Kukoc has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. And Clark, you talk about defending Malone. Dennis Rodman is game for that challenge. He's game for any challenge, but that one in particular.
Yeah, with Dennis Rodman, it's about embracing that hard-nosed physical play. And we know that Rodman is a guy who never backs up from that.
No, he doesn't. Longley, a screen on Hornacek. Here's Jordan. It's tipped. And the Jazz pushing it up now. They grab their own miss. Hornacek, no luck.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Longley, a screen on Hornacek. Always going up for the alley-oop here, and stolen by Stockton. Coach Michael Jordan is having himself a game. Wow.
Outplaying Karl Malone to this point.
Oh.
The Bulls getting the better of that superstar matchup.
Kukoc, a screen on Hornacek. To the paint, and it's Kukoc with the jam.
Looking at Kukoc go upstairs for the ball, grabs the alley-oop pass, and then slams it down. Sweet.
1:37 left in the third quarter. Mike, they are desperate to find a basket.
They're having a really hard time out there.
You're right. Stockton passes to Malone. Shoots over Longley. Malone, no luck. Here's Chicago. They're on a 14-5 run. 1:10 left to play in the third. Pass to Bushler. Stockton against Kerr. Down low. Here's Jordan. And Jordan throws it down.
They've gotten out to a big lead because of superior play on both ends.
No better way to do it. It's much easier to win games when you own both sides of the floor.
Stockton down low. Defended by Kerr. Stockton the pass to Malone. And it's blocked. Jordan with it. Picked up by Malone. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get John Stockton.
He forced the contact and almost converted the basket.
About as close to an and one as you can get.
So Utah ends up going with a new group. Then for the Bulls, Dennis Rodman. He's checked in for Longley, and it's Burrell in for Bushler. 34 seconds left to play in the third. Isley the pass to Anderson.
Don't let Brian shoot it.
Jazz passing it around. Keefe with a screen on Jordan. Driving the lane. The shot from 20 feet away. And it's Foster missing.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
From deep, Jordan hits it from three-point range. Jordan's got 48.
Ever since halftime, they have been parked out at the arc, dropping bomb after bomb.
And who can blame them? When you're hitting like this, you got to just keep it going.
Ron Harper.
Got it off in time. That one doesn't go. And so it's the Chicago Bulls enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. We're back for the fourth quarter of play here in Game 6. The Utah Jazz and the Chicago Bulls, for the second year in a row, battling for an NBA championship. It all comes down to this.
And you look at it, John Stockton, 36 years of age, Karl Malone at 34. You wonder, is this their last best chance at a title?
So with Rodman on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. We've got Burrell. Harper is out there with Jordan. Then it's Simpkins. And it's Runington in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Stockton at this point has played more playoff games, Clark, than anyone in NBA history without winning a title.
Boy, you certainly respect the number of deep runs that he's been part of. And at this point, all he wants is a ring.
As he's going to the Hall of Fame, but you're right. This has got to be the one thing absent on his resume.
No doubt.
Jordan against Russell. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Losing his defender right there, cutting through this defense. Well done.
Oh, and then he just finishes with authority.
And that shows you the skill level he has. Creates space and caps it off with a dunk.
Now we go to David for a quick take.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, when you think about Michael Jordan's legacy, this is a guy with nothing left to prove, but he plays every game as if he has everything to prove. And it's part of what's made him great and part of what he's done for the game of basketball and this Bulls organization, which has won more with him than it ever did before he got here. Guys?
Puts it in perspective, D.A. Thank you. Mike Air Jordan. Michael Jordan. Arguably the greatest of all time.
What more can we ask for? What has he done for the game of basketball and the NBA as a whole? It's simply remarkable.
Well, no one has covered more big Jordan games than you, Mike. You would know.
Brian Russell's size, he's 6'7" and 225 pounds, and he's got good athleticism, too. Really makes him the best defensive option for Utah in playing Michael Jordan.
Makes it off the glass. Jordan's got 56 points in the game.
Keep doing work inside. Close range looks like that will keep your lead safe. Stay on the attack.
I agree. The defense has to shut the door on those kinds of shots if they want to turn this around.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And he makes that one. And Russell drafted in the second round back in '93, Mike. He's played his entire career with the Jazz.
And he's not on the floor for his offense. His role for this Jazz team is to be a wing stopper.
Here's Isley. Anderson outside. He kicks it to Foster. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Keith. Nails the baby hook. Keith's got his first basket of the night.
Good read from Foster. Sensing one of his guys is open and whipping the pass to him.
And here is Jordan. Pass to Simpkins. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Isley. Here is Keith. Second shot opportunity, and the shot goes in. Outside, Jordan. Driving in, and slam dunk by Jordan.
And it makes sense why they keep running the offense through him, proving how efficient he is.
Passes it to Isley. Foster is screen on Harper. Here's Isley. He's guarded by Harper. Nice ball movement by Utah. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Harper. Keith's shot is good. Keith's got 4 points this quarter.
You see the confidence Keith has inside. He really attacks from this area.
Jordan is doubled. Here's Simpkins. That 3 off the mark. And here's Utah. Russell high post. He's against Jordan. Here's Isley. It's hauled in by Burrell. And so Jordan will bring it up for Chicago. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point range, the long-distance three is buried.
Boy, that's a sweet-looking shot from long distance.
Major confidence on display.
Left side, Anderson. Good D by Jordan. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Takes it inside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
This run, it's a haymaker, a knockout punch.
I think this run has sealed the game. Guys, where are we going to dinner?
They double him with Jordan. Outside, Russell. And the pass to Isley. He can't get that one to fall. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Jordan is doubled. Lets it go with a three. The rebound by the Jazz. Here's Isley. Kicks to Russell. And the Chicago Bulls win their 6th championship, completing a second three-peat. Without question, Mike, one of the greatest dynasties this league has ever seen.
6 championships in 8 seasons. A decade of dominance. The 90s have belonged to Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls.
And this title run for the Bulls, arguably, Clark, their most difficult, with age and injuries and even some palace intrigue. But for the moment, merely jubilation.
You covered it all there, Kevin. What a remarkable run. And now we'll just have to wait and see whether they decide to run it back one more time. This very well, though, could be the final chapter.
The thing that I like most.
The L weaving its. Greetings, everyone, from Chicago, the host of the 1988 All-Star Game. Alongside the terrific Clark Kellogg and our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines, I'm Kevin Harlan. And Clark, this terrific city has produced some greats, and 4 of them playing tonight.
You're exactly right, Kevin. The Windy City, Chicago, has produced Mo Cheeks, Isaiah Thomas, Doc Rivers, and Mark Aguirre, all All-Stars. And I'm sure they've got plenty of family and friends in attendance to enjoy their performance on the court.
Yep, so much to celebrate. And Clark, is there a common thread when you think about a Chicago-type player?
Well, I certainly do believe there's a common thread. When playing outside or outdoors in the Windy City, the perimeter shot can easily get blown off course. So you got to be able to get that thing to the rack and in a straight line fashion. And that's something all Chicago players share in common.
A lot of high flyers, you're right. And your West All-Stars, Fat Lever and Magic Johnson, the guards, Alex English and Karl Malone at the forward spots, and in the middle, Hakeem Olajuwon. For the East, it's Moses Malone inside, and Dominic Wilkins with Larry Bird the forwards. And in the backcourt, Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan.
And you look at Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, rivals since college. Early on, no love lost between them, but over time, they've become friends.
Now, here's Malone. Tried to fade back in there, but it's off the mark. And Lever has it in the corner. Johnson outside. Puts it up from 7. Olajuwon. The grace of Hakeem Olajuwon. Something special to see. And Clark, when you look at Hakeem Olajuwon's Houston Rockets, here is a team making a lot of moves.
I tell you what, their trade for Joe Barry Carroll and Sleepy Floyd paying huge dividends. They're certainly on the rise in my mind.
Yeah, a lot of people like those moves. Trying to get open is Burton. Back to Jordan. From deep. The shot misses. And the West will go the other way now. Clark, you see Larry and Magic together in those Converse ads. They've become really the faces of the NBA.
And, Kevin, I think they've inherited the mantle from the great Dr. J. He's done such a great job representing the league all these years, and certainly he's left it in good hands with those two.
Yeah, that's a great comparison. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Malone with the steal. And the Eastern All-Stars favored to win tonight.
Star power and firepower. Veteran IQ and smarts. But you never know. The West has quite a bit of talent, too.
Indeed they do. And an exhibition game with plenty of motivation for these stars nonetheless. For more, let's say hello to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, I was talking to Larry Bird about his goals for the matchup, and he said, I think our job is to get the ball to Michael Jordan, get him into the game, and get the crowd into the game. So if Bird has anything to do with it, Michael Jordan will be the MVP. And that would be poetic justice this weekend. Guys, back to you.
Especially where we are. Well said, David. Thank you. Jordan Clark, obviously, in front of his hometown crowd. He loves it, and they really love it.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You think about the fans in Chicago. They love basketball. And I can expect, and you can too, a ton of energy, some extra adrenaline anytime Michael touches the ball.
Clark, this city is on fire with Jordan, aren't they? I mean, they love him, and they think about what's to come. My goodness.
Smoking.
Yeah. And Michael Jordan winning the dunk contest yesterday. Clark, can he add to his trophy case tonight?
Kevin, I think his teammates want to see him win the MVP. I think they're going to give him as many touches as he needs to have a chance to do it.
Ooh, that'll be fun to watch. Now, here is Jordan after the miss from Karl Malone. Over Johnson. The East All-Stars take on 2 more. And starting last season, Clark, Michael Jordan's scoring went through the roof.
Averaging over 37 points per game, partner, and he's kept close to that pace this season as well. Remarkable.
Amazing and remarkable, right. Wow. Here's what the East is going with right now. Brad Gordy is checked in for Malone. Ewing comes in for Bird. And it's Rivers in for Isaiah Thomas. And Kareem looking to set the career record for all-star scoring. Isn't that something?
It really is. Needs just 10 points to do it, Kevin, and you got to love his chances. I mean, that's a layup for him, pun intended.
Yeah, a good one. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the most all-star appearances by far in NBA history, Clark, and all-star in every season of his career except one. And in that year, he was injured.
Yeah, and at 40 years of age, matter of fact, the youngest player tonight was only 4 years old when Kareem made his first All-Star appearance. That player, Brad Daugherty.
No kidding.
That's right.
McDaniels checked in for Karl Malone. Jacks up a three. Outside for Jordan. For three. And another miss by the East. And they're pushing it up. McDaniel, the pass to Worthy. That one's off. Still out of sync. Hey, Clark, the record for points in the All-Star game is 42, set by Wilt Chamberlain back in the 1962 All-Star game.
And, you know, a lot of Wilt's records seem virtually untouchable, but I don't think that one is. With all these great scores, who knows? It might be broken tonight.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun? Johnson. He can't get it to go. Good D by Jordan. And so Jordan will bring it up for the East. Over Johnson. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Wilkins. Jordan's got 6. And Michael Jordan, not only last season's leading scorer by a mile, but Clark Kellogg this season, he is in the running for the Defensive Player of the Year.
He is the true definition of a two-way player. Gets it done at a high level at both ends.
He kicks it to Rivers. Good on the triple. And tonight's All-Star MVP will have a $5,000 check presented in their name, Clark, to the Thurgood Marshall Black Education Fund.
A great cause in honor of a terrific American.
And so it's the East All-Stars in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back to the action in just a minute. Welcome back, everyone, to the 1988 All-Star Game here in Chicago. As these great fans hope Michael Jordan can bring home the win and the MVP hardware. The West trails by 9.
And the head coach of the East, Mike Fratello. His first time coaching in the All-Star Game.
Bird out there with Dominique Wilkins. And it's Rivers. Then there's Ewing. And it's Jordan in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. Clark, and amidst this All-Star celebration, labor negotiations between the players and the NBA continue.
Trying to find their way through this current impasse, Kevin, and looking to avoid any interruptions to this game that we all have a love affair with.
Yeah, I know you and I hope they can find some common ground.
Please make it happen soon.
How about that? Mike's a terrific friend of yours and mine, and Fratello's Hawks recently moved into first place in the East after the Cavs beat the Celtics. Clark enabling him to become the coach of the East All-Stars.
So don't be surprised if the Cavs' Brad Daugherty gets extended minutes in his first All-Star appearance. You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Johnson. And here early, Clark, the East has the edge.
You look at that team on the East squad, an embarrassment of riches, Kevin. And, you know, they've got so many weapons. I think it simply comes down to execution for them.
Johnson kicks to Lever. Wants to get it to Olajuwon, and does. The 10-footer. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Lever against Jordan. Pass to Rivers. Bird left side. Just 5 to shoot. Rivers finds Jordan. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ewing.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Thomas checked in for Doc Rivers. Malone's checked in for the West. Aguirre comes in for McDaniel. Johnson with it. Patrick Ewing covering. Excellent defense there from Ewing.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Patrick Ewing is a load inside the paint. And if there was a snub, Clark, for this year's All-Star game, many felt it was the sharpshooter Dale Ellis of the Sonics.
Well, you take a look at what he's done. He's the only top 10 scorer in the NBA who was not an all-star.
The Tennessee Volunteers should be here.
And Coach Mike Fratello, a colleague of ours, coaching in the all-star game, standing tall amongst a bunch of tall guys in the NBA. You know, his dad was an amateur boxer, and, you know, I think that background gives Mike a lot of confidence as a coach. Hey now! Hey now! Yeah! Michael Jordan, MJ. It really doesn't get much better than this.
The West trails by 11. Pass to Malone. There's Olajuwon. Olajuwon drawn the double team. Nice defense from Malone. And here are the East All-Stars. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Outside Jordan. Launches a three. Malone with the rebound.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Well, pretty much the perfect point guard, if there is such a thing. Magic has incredible passing skills, great size, unbelievable vision, plus leadership qualities that make him CEO-like.
Ainge is checked in for Larry Bird. Donaldson, he's checked in for the West. Malone sets the pick for Lever. And it's the East with the rebound. A deep three from Jordan. Thomas kicks to Jordan. There's the three. That doesn't go either for Jordan.
Here in the second quarter, he's been cold from distance. I think he may need to adjust his approach.
Aguirre against Ainge.
First half, 2 minutes.
Johnson surveying the floor. Shot clock at 5. The vision of Magic Johnson is unsurpassed. And the 7-2 center from the Mavericks, James Donaldson.
You know, I think he's the only lefty in this game. Larry Bird and Danny Ainge right left-handed, but they shoot it with their right hand.
You and I have talked about this before, but defending a lefty is different than defending clearly a right-handed shooter.
Throws you off just a little bit, Kevin. And, you know, so far I like the effort from both teams. It's an exhibition, but each team showing great pride. They're getting after it.
Aguirre passes to Lever. Malone in the post, defended by Jordan. The East leading by 8. And now let's go over to David Aldridge with a report on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Thank you, Kevin. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the oldest All-Star in history. This is his 17th game. No one else has been in more than 13. To put that into context, there were 6 players in yesterday's Legends game that were younger than Kareem. Magic Johnson says he respects Kareem more than anyone I know because of the pride this man has in whatever he does. Kevin, back to you.
He is a very proud individual. David, thank you. And Kareem's coming out here, Clark, after spending 2 days in bed with strep throat. I mean, it's remarkable.
And, Kevin, that's exactly the pride Magic was talking about. And that's why it seems like every game we do, Kareem is adding to some type of record that he's already established. Tonight, he could very well become the leading scorer in the history of the All-Star game.
Isn't that phenomenal? They call him captain for a reason. He is truly the leader of this entire NBA.
Yes, sir.
12 seconds left in the first half. Fat Lever is a remarkable rebounder for a player his size. A wide open look for Drexler. That ball. Great assist by Lever. And if there's a rival for the size and athleticism of Michael Jordan Clark, it might just be Clyde Drexler.
I don't think there's any question about it, Kevin. The Phi Slamma Jamma alum can take flight with the very best of them.
Yep, great athlete. And we welcome you back to the second half of the 1988 All-Star Game here in Chicago. Great performances from these players, whether it's their first time participating or their 17th. The West trails by 9.
You know, you get into the latter stages of the game, and it's normal to wonder who will take home the MVP trophy. It's certainly one of those accolades that's mentioned when you talk about the great ones.
And the West All-Stars, looking at who they've got Lever. Malone is out there with English. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's Olajuwon in the center position.
All too easy for Jordan. Just unfazed by anything the defense throws at him. He's got an answer.
And another great look at the 2K drive. And the players in tonight's All-Star Game Part 2 have won MVP trophies in this game before. Larry Bird and Isaiah Thomas.
And how about this, Kevin? Thomas has won 2 out of the last 4 years. If he was to get 3 MVPs, that would put him in some rarefied air, tying with Oscar Robertson for second most. Bob Pettit is the only player to do it 4 times.
Here's Olajuwon. And he can't bank that one in. And the East with the lead.
Living up to that favored and top billing and giving these fans quite a show.
Jordan with the bucket.
Not surprising at all to see Jordan piling up points, playing with a lot of determination and grit and insisting on being aggressive looking for his shots.
Johnson, the pass to Lever. Olajuwon drawn the double team. Lever outside. Wilkins against English. Shoots over Wilkins. English misses.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Offensive rebound. Bird kicks to Jordan. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. That shot, no good. Well, if Jordan is going for that scoring record, Clark, he's running out of time.
You know, I think at this point, Kevin, he can't worry about the record. Just try to get the win. There's always next year to get the numbers.
Some nice passing here by the West. Malone is screen on Wilkins. English the pass to Malone. The rebound by Jordan. Jordan's got 7 rebounds in the game. There's the triple. Connects from three-point range. Jordan's got 9 points now in just the second half.
You know, the 3-shot is not a go-to shot for MJ, but his touch still undeniable.
Malone with the block. Jordan looking around. Outside for Thomas. The pass to Wilkins. Now here's Jordan. Fades away. He gets that one. Jordan's got 11 points in the quarter.
And, you know, most of these guys are accustomed to having their team's offense built around them. It's an adjustment for them now to figure out who's going to get the rock most of the time.
Scooped up. Olajuwon. Malone with the block. Outside Jordan. Wilkins outside. Off target from outside. And you think about adjusting, Clark. How about the all-star reserves? Guys that start normally are the stars of their team, now off the bench on a team of stars.
Kevin, excellent point. For players who are used to starting the game, probably a rare experience coming in off the bench and trying to get it going. But I think these guys so enjoy being part of this. That sacrifice is not much at all.
You're exactly right. Lever, the pass to Johnson. Olajuwon trying to break free. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Lever. That's 7 points for Magic Johnson.
Timeout East.
Big group substitution here for the East. Doherty's checked in for Malone. Ewing comes in for Bird. Ainge is checked in for Dominique Wilkins. And it's Rivers in for Thomas. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Olajuwon. Worthy comes in for Malone. McDaniels checked in for English. And Clyde Drexler has subbed in for Lever. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
You know, there's been talk about adding a third referee to NBA games. The commissioner and the rules committee are in favor of it. And they plan to put it before the Board of Governors at the next meeting.
There's a minute 34 left here in the third quarter. To the middle, here's Johnson, and Magic Johnson with the slam.
Magic Johnson leads the league in assists, and he's also got the most assists in All-Star game history. He processes the game at another level, folks.
Jordan way outside. Second chance shot. Here's Ewing, and the layup falls. Ewing's got 4 points this quarter.
And with Patrick Ewing leading the way, the New York Knicks finally competitive again. The big man has quickly found a rapport with rookie point guard Mark Jackson. They are a team on the rise. Look at that. Magic Johnson in his 8th All-Star game now, 2nd in All-Star votes this year, and he hosts his own All-Star game in the summer in L.A. as a fundraiser. And I understand it's quite an event. Hard not to respect how tough Jordan is inside. Really good at angling his body to pick up the foul call.
Both shots good from the stripe. The West trails by 18. Drexler scanning the floor. Shoots over Ainge. And it's Drexler missing. And here are the East All-Stars now. Jordan with the bucket. Jordan's got 15 points in just the second half.
Once Jordan gets inside with the rock, it's practically all over. He's that consistent at close range.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Johnson. That's good from 17 feet away. Johnson's got 13 points. And Magic Johnson, Clark, made it clear coming into this game that he wanted the challenge of defending the great Michael Jordan.
He certainly did. And the West as a team will certainly have their work cut out for him trying to slow that guy down.
That is going to be fun to watch. Not going to go that time. And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for the East All-Stars. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Welcome back to Chicago for the 1988 All-Star Game. The grand finale of what's been a tremendous weekend to celebrate the NBA. The East leading by 20.
You take a look at the landscape of the NBA, and I tell you what, that Central Division is dominant. How about this? 36 games above 500 combined.
Bird is out there with Ewing. Then it's Ainge, and it's Michael Jordan, and it's Rivers in at the point. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. Puts one up from 19. It's it alive. It's good on the putback.
And making his All-Star debut in his 3rd year in the league, Karl Malone, one of 4 players in the NBA, averaging over 20 points and 10 rebounds a game.
Here's Ewing trying to get open his berth. The East All-Stars check on 2 more. Well, you look at that Central Division, all 6 teams on pace to make the playoffs.
And, you know, Chicago got off to that great start, Kevin. Then they cooled off just a bit. Now tied with Detroit at 3 games behind Atlanta. Those teams are breaked up pretty good.
And the basket is good.
How about this list? Players who have never missed an All-Star game in their careers. Jerry West, Bob Pettit, Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, and Akeem Olajuwon. Those last 3 playing here tonight.
Down the stretch here, the East, Clark, out in front.
Getting it done. It's been such a fun game to watch. Entertaining from both sides.
Woo, it sure has been. Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
And some changes here for the East. Malone's checked in for Ewing. Wilkins comes in for Ainge. And And Isaiah Thomas is subbed in for Rivers. Johnson, a wide open look, and it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jordan's got 34.
And, you know, they aren't showing any signs of easing up. Their offense looks superb right now.
Outside, Drexler. And the officials call a traveling violation.
When you're down and losing, those plays just cannot happen.
Levers checked in for the West. The East leading by 22.
And Commissioner David Stern in the house tonight. Since taking over 4 years ago, he's done a remarkable job helping guide this league to new unprecedented heights.
Exactly. Jordan passes to Malone. Over Olajuwon. Olajuwon with the block.
Boy, Olajuwon is a ferocious defender and rim protector. Really excels at slapping shots away.
Malone down low. He's against Olajuwon. Out of bounds. It'll be the West All-Stars ball. Timeout called here by the East. They're going to talk it over. One thing the league has done since Commissioner Stern has taken over, Clark, is really marketing the league around its stars. And I like that type of strategy.
I agree with you, Kevin, wholeheartedly. And what better time to highlight those great stars than tonight? Amazing talent, compelling personalities. The league is certainly on a great trajectory.
It absolutely is. Here's Johnson. That one's not going to go. Nice defense from Malone. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the East. Inside. Malone against Olajuwon. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Johnson against Jordan. Johnson, the pass to Olajuwon. Shoots a fader. No good. Shot missing. Now the East will take it the other way. Jordan way outside. And they recover it.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Tries again. Here's Malone. Look at the domination on the glass by Moses Malone.
Moses Malone is not only a 6-time rebounding champ, but he's also a 10-time All-Star. He gives the Washington Bullets some real muscle inside.
Ewing's checked in for the East.
Team foul. Checking in for your
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Malone finds Olajuwon. Shoots over Ewing. The West again cannot hit. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
The #1 overall pick in 1985, and it was an all-star rookie season for Patrick Ewing. Hurt last year, but nice to see him back where he belongs, right in the all-star game.
Here's Johnson. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Johnson's got 10 points in just the second half. And there's the call on Karl Malone. That is his first foul of the game.
Looks like a foul out of frustration right there.
So the West ends up going with the new group. To the middle. Stolen by Worthy. Jordan against Aguirre. Shoots over Jordan. Aguirre, good. Aguirre's got his first bucket of the night.
And the Mavericks' Mark Aguirre actually got married last night. How about that? A big weekend for the DePaul product. Boy, once he's near the bucket, he's a threat to throw it down because Ewing has such great size.
And so here are the West All-Stars. Drexler kicks it over to Worthy. Back to Drexler. Here's McDaniel, and Ewing with the block.
Great at knowing when to time and go up for the rejection. Ewing, a superb defender.
Yep, that one goes. Jordan's got 36.
Keep doing work inside. Close range looks like that will keep your lead safe. Stay on the attack.
Here's Drexler. It's rebounded by Ewing.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with it. It's a tough day so far.
And here's Jordan outside. They get it back. Ewing kicks to Jordan. The second chance effort. Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot and get stops.
And the East with some changes. Kevin McHale, he checked in for Bird. Ainge comes in for Wilkins. And Cheeks is subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Jordan. And good. Got the Ingles that time as it falls. Jordan's got 38 points.
An effective score from the in-between area of the court. Jordan doing his thing.
Pass to Worthy. From 10 feet out, East grabs the miss. Outside Jordan.
McHale.
And there's the drive. With the fadeaway. Good.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive play.
And the Eastern All-Stars deliver. The favorites coming in, but they did not disappoint.
Yeah, you looked at that team on paper and you saw they were the stronger team and should have been favored, but you still got to go out and prove it, and they did exactly that.
And so much scoring in that lineup for the East. My goodness, look at those names. That's always going to be tough to stop.
And you factor in the raucous crowd cheering on Michael Jordan, Kevin. No wonder they found that extra gear they needed when it was time to get it done.
That's a good point. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. So long, everyone.
Hey, welcome to the store. Take a look around.
Yeah, y'all niggas gonna see my sneakers, boy. Shit is moving on. You see it?
I'm sure it is.
See, boy. Yeah.
Cereal.
Shit not let me click on the flow.